Hey Libra, how are you, my love? Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. I'm so happy that you've decided to join us. If you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for your love and support. I am so happy to have you back with me. If you are brand new, welcome. I am ecstatic you've decided to share your time with us today. I hope that you enjoy your reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it, okay? If you're curious to know the kind of spread that I use, please feel free to look at my previous readings where you'll see the Celtic cross spread and the manner in which I clarify them. We will incorporate oracle cards as well. There is no time frame given to these readings, so if you are here, there is something here that is meant to help you, meant to serve you in some way. Okay, Libra? So this is also general. This can be applied to love, romance, relationships, career and finance, your own spiritual journey. Whatever energies come up will be read accordingly and to the detail that I can possibly hash them out. Okay, I will do my best for you guys, but you know, sometimes certain messages come out much more clearly than others, and so I do my best. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's coming in for you, Libra. What is it that Spirit needs you to know? What is it that is coming to you? What is this next chapter that you are entering into? I feel like I feel newness, okay? I feel like right around that, you know, when you're around Christmas time, like the holiday season, and it's like, it's almost like that feeling of a protected, like a sanctioned, feel-good season, you know, where it's like any kind of hiccup, any type of inconvenience. Speaking of hiccup, excuse me. You know, it's like any inconvenience that threatens the, you know, just that feel-good attitude that you want to carry with you. It's like anything that tries to challenge that, it doesn't stand a chance, right? It just doesn't stand a chance. It's just this newness, like a revival. It's not that you've forgotten your past, but that there's nothing in your past that could possibly make you feel like the future isn't worth everything you've done up until this point, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Libra, please. Okay, anxiety. Underneath is woman holding a coin. Okay, so for anxiety, okay, 18 is the number here, reduces to a 9. Woman holding a coin is 42, reduces to a 6. So we're talking about balance. Okay, we're talking about balance and kind of getting to the end of your rope. With anxiety, this takes on a very 9 of Swords energy. Okay, you're really preoccupied either over financial issues or any type of plans that you have created or executed recently. You might be on the brink of a burnout, Libra. Okay, you may have been working so hard and so tirelessly that at this point you're not really working smarter, you're working harder, and because of that you might be trapping yourself mentally. You're overthinking things. Okay, you might be blowing things out of proportion. The responsibilities that you have, yeah, they're important, and yeah, you have a lot of things riding on these achievements, but at the same time, you may be losing some perspective. Okay, it's really important right now for you to take a break. This anxiety is not good for you. No doubt, with you coming up as the woman, as the woman holding a coin, you've achieved a lot. You've been working up really hard. You might be a student. You may have recently got accepted into a new job that you've always wanted, or you've successfully switched lanes into another career. You may be a new mom. You might be a new dad, right? There's something that you have been investing a lot of your time and energy into, but there's a call for balance. Okay, there's a call for balance here. You're really strung out. You're really strung out, and it's not because you have failed. It's not that you've failed, but it might be that in order for you to feel comfortable in this newness, right? In order for you to really bask in this new creative energy, in this new, really this, you know, to this accomplishment, this new creation that you've brought into fruition, in order for you to really enjoy it, you have to give yourself an opportunity to celebrate it and relax, right? After a job well done, you have to give yourself that moment to take a breather, right? Now, this could also involve, if this is not you, Libra, this is somebody that you're involved with, an earth sign, or someone who otherwise is very stable within themselves, that may stretch out into your energetic field too. Like, you know, you guys might share a very stable relationship, but this person in and of themselves is very stable. They may own their own business. This may have been them kind of trying to make sure that they keep themselves together. okay? But they might be facing this new change of pace, this new change of skin, this new environment. They may be the ones facing anxiety, or it's a shared anxiety between the two of you. You may be feeling anxious not over your new role in whatever you've begun, but in this desire to connect with this person who may be going through their own obstacles, their own issues. You're trying to connect, and the lack of connection is the source of your anxiety. Okay, so coming out is the 10 of Cups. So there's definitely fulfillment here. There's happiness, right? And that may be what you and this person, if this is another person, this is what you and this person feel. Otherwise, this is just what the outcome is. Everything that you've been working towards, this new role, all this investment of time, energy, resource, you know, you've really given yourself, not because you wanted the money or the stability or the legacy, or to say that you're a mom, or to say that's my, you know, that's the father of my kids, not for ego, right? You've been doing it because you truly see that this is bringing lifelong happiness for everyone involved. Okay, it's the kind of love that when it fills your heart, it spills over. So let's take a look at what your situation overall is looking like. Please, Spirit, allow me to give clear guidance, a clear vision, clear messages, please, to Libra. What's going on, please? Let's see. Overarching energy is the 10 of Wands. So there's definitely a load that needs to be laid down. Okay, you need to rest, Libra. You're on the brink of a burnout. Whatever this situation is, it's too much to carry on your own. It's too much. Yeah, and listen, you have achieved something amazing recently. You've really achieved something that you have been working for a long time. But the recognition itself may be what's hindering you. Or maybe someone else is receiving credit for something that you've put a lot of time into. Right? No, but you're overworking yourself. What's happening, you're not giving yourself a rest, Libra. You're not giving yourself a rest. You are so focused on what this next step looks like that you are literally working yourself to death. You're focused. That's good. You're focused. But it's the desire to be recognized for a job well done by other people. It's the praise that you want from other people. You know that you're on track. That's the thing, Libra. That's where the nuance is. You know that where you are is where you're supposed to be. You know your success. You recognize it in yourself. You have been the one at the forefront this entire time. So you know what you've done. You know what's been invested. You know what's been sacrificed. You know that you're exactly where you need to be. But you, on some level, really want recognition from other people. And it's like, in order to blow up the image of what you've done to suffice to bring on, to attract other people's applause and accolades for the work that you've done up to this point, it's like you have to overwork yourself. You have to overwork yourself. And it's like inside, you just want somebody to let you know. You want someone to let you know that it's okay to slow down. You want someone to tell you, listen, what you've done is incredible up till now. Take a second. In the recent past, there may have been a standstill of some kind. Things may have been going really slowly in the recent past. Okay, but you've gotten to a point now where you've achieved something, or at the very least, you have realized that you were never actually stagnant at all. You were just putting in the proper effort needed in order to build this brand new foundation. Coming in for you, you've got the Queen of Wands. So for those of you who are masculine energies, you could be coming into contact with a Leo, Aries, Sag, someone who is very much a very entrepreneurial individual. This person could also be very spiritually adept, okay? Someone who is very intuitive, highly spiritual. But if this is you spiritually, this could also be you reconnecting with a part of yourself that understands life, okay? With life, there's a natural balance, yin and yang, right? There's good, bad, and none of those things are, you know, with light and dark. That's the balance for everything. Where there's life, there's death. It's like one couldn't be one without the other. And if you have been having a difficult time understanding balance, this is the aspect of yourself that is going to take the driver's seat. is the part of you that understands you don't need other people's approval to feel good about what you've achieved up to this point. Okay, but if this is an individual, okay, you're not really sure about them. You're really not sure about them. Either you or this person that you would be connecting with is very, they're very individualized. They are not the kind of person seen in a relationship. They're not the kind of person who, you know, is the commitment type, right? This person is kind of flying solo. And if this isn't the person that you are connecting with, if you are connecting with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, you are just so focused on your own wealth, your own well-being. You might even have a bunch of other options, other people, other situations, other opportunities of some kind, right? Whether the person you're connecting with is in a romantic sense or in a business sense, right? You could be connecting with somebody who you're just not sure fits the bill, if they want to be your partner, if they want to go the distance with you. You are so focused on just making sure that you get it right on your own, that you're kind of bypassing stuff. But that's part of your fear. Your fear here is that you're going to block off any blessings that are coming in for you. You're afraid that by doing things in the way that you're doing them, by overworking, by being by yourself, essentially, that you might be missing out on some type of really important communication or a reconnect with somebody really, really important. Someone who, important as in somebody who will make a difference in your life, someone who will either connect you with another person or someone who will explain something, you know, say something that you need to hear, you know, say something to you about what it is you've been doing up to this point, you know, that it's okay, Libra, it's okay to slow down, or you've done a great job, or, you know, the outcome though is the moon here. Okay, so if you have been connected with a Cancer, Pisces, there's going to be some type of confusion that is going to be lifted off of this connection. Okay, any kind of unclear communication will be cleared. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify. Hold on. Because you're under a lot of pressure, Libra. And I don't think it's because you don't feel good in your own skin. I feel like you feel great in your skin, but it's like you're afraid of losing what you've achieved, and the way you might feel like what you've done up to this point doesn't really matter is if other people don't recognize it. Like, you know you've done a good job, but on some level you really need to hear it from other people or another person in particular. Now let me see, hold on. Overarching energy is the King of Cups. Okay, so scorpionic energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, with the overarching energy as well being the 10 of Cups. This is Libra. If you've got Scorpio in your chart specifically, but you could have Cancer and Pisces in your chart as well. If you've got water in your chart, this is life purpose for you. Okay, this has less to do about a connection with another person and more to do with your journey into this next chapter of your life. You're really coming into your own right now. Okay, you, of course, our life is multifaceted, you know, so it's not like, oh, well, you have a life purpose, but you've also got boyfriend issues and girlfriend issues and work issues. And yes, but that's not what this particular issue is about. This issue is about all the lessons you've learned from these individual events and how it's leading up to this next really big decision that you're going to have to make. Because what you've been doing, Libra, what you've been doing is very, very connected. Okay, it's interconnected with where you're headed. What you've been experiencing up to this point is to help you progress forward. There was a very powerful Scorpio reading, and the extended was also crazy powerful. I would say, Libra, if you've got Scorpio in your chart and you feel like life purpose is really the overarching theme for you right now, I would highly recommend go checking out the Scorpio reading, because that was very powerful and also led very, 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 very deeply into life purpose and the energy surrounding this new chapter that you're going into. You're going to make a huge difference in the world. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like a ripple effect. If you deny yourself this opportunity to progress in this way that you have been really investing in, if you stop, you're going to be selling yourself short. You really need to keep going forward, okay? Now, look at that. Four of Wands is your current position with the Ten of Cups. Okay, this is your current position. You are feeling stable. Okay, these days, Libra, you're feeling stable. You might be suffering anxiety, okay, but this anxiety does not take your eyes off the fact that what you have achieved is massive. Now, you can still have this feeling of accomplishment and still have that feeling as well of still not achieving enough. And that's where expectation becomes dangerous, Libra. If you're experiencing this fulfillment and this stability and you're so happy for everything that you've achieved up to this point, you have to be careful that you give yourself the opportunity to pat yourself on the back and enjoy what you've worked for, instead of saying, well, yeah, this is great, but it's not enough. That's such a slippery slope, because it'll never be enough, Libra. You have to take a moment, take a breather, and say, listen, I am so fulfilled. What I've done up to this point has really made a difference, not only in my life, but in other people's lives, and I am off to do even bigger and better things, but I need to take a second. Okay, and that goes for those of you who are in a connection with another person. This could describe a super happy home where you've made it to the next level of the relationship. You guys may have progressed from friends to boyfriend, girlfriend, friends to lovers, right? Maybe, dating to engagement, right? This is the next step. Maybe you just moved in together and you're so happy, but you're not allowing yourself to be happy because you're still worried about what the step after this one looks like. Libra. Enjoy, okay? Enjoy this. Enjoy this part of the process, okay? You know what you've been doing. You know what's been achieved. Yeah, you're not at the end goal, but it's not about the end goal. It's not about the outcome, because I promise you, when you get there, you're going to say, okay, now what? Now what? It's human nature. Literally, it's human nature. Psychologically, we become very quickly adjusted to accomplishments and failures. To maintain equilibrium, we have to. Right? That feeling of novelty that you get when you reach a goal, that doesn't last very long at all. At all. Okay? It's almost never about the outcome. It's about the person you've become on the way there. So right now you've hit a point where, I promise, Libra, if you take a look at your past, and if this is you in a connection with another person, if you take a look at where you guys began, right? Where you are now is such a far cry of who you were, of what things looked like. Okay? You've achieved a lot. So take a moment to recognize what's been achieved, not what's still missing. Yeah. Six of Wands. So what's crossing you is the Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You want individualized attention. You want recognition. Okay? You want to, Six of Wands is not just that feeling of victory. It's other people giving you that sense of a job well done. This isn't a pride within yourself per se. This is other people cheering you on, right? You've done a job well done. You come in and people are recognizing that. You are in the spotlight. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is independent energy. This is individualized energy. It's also here in your environment, which we will clarify as well. So, you want recognition from other people. You feel like you've done a job well done. And so you wonder, how can I enjoy this chapter? How can I enjoy what I've achieved if it's going unnoticed? If it's going unnoticed, or if it doesn't feel like we've achieved a victory because we still haven't arrived at the outcome, it doesn't matter. Every milestone you hit, everything that you achieve as you achieve it is an achievement in and of itself. What other people have to say, other people's input, other people's perspective on where you've landed up until this point, it's none of their business. It's none of their business, Libra. Like, you know what you've done. And there are people who go their entire careers never divulging any of their plans and never getting encouragement from people ever. And then one day, overnight success, quote unquote, after 10 years of keeping their nose to the grindstone, they come out, you find out everything that they've been working on is a lifetime legacy. And you're like, what gave you the gas to get from point A to point B with no one there to cheer you on? And it's the person that has been on that lonely journey says, because I knew what I was working towards, and I knew who I was during the journey. I knew what I needed to do. I knew who I needed to become. And what became addictive about the process is that I knew that who I will be is who I am already, just in the making. And so it's almost like when you work out, right? That high that you get. People who go to the gym every day, even though they're in shape, it's not about the end game. You know, if they want to gain mass, or if they want to cut fat, or whatever their fitness goal is, if they want to run the marathon. You know, it's not about the end, it's about making the end part of the process. It's who you're becoming that's the prize. Does that make sense? So let's see. On your mind, you've got the 8 of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands. So you're thinking about all the work that still has to be done. You're thinking about the future. You're thinking about all this. You're focused. You're focused on creating well into the future. You're so disconnected from what's going on right now, Libra. You're disconnected. You're just, all you're thinking about is all the work that's left to be done. You're robbing yourself of an opportunity to really enjoy what you've achieved up till now. In your heart, with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords, this is a transition. Okay, this is moving into an aspect where the kind of self-talk, right, that you've been giving yourself, or the kind of communication you've been receiving from other people, people are being sweet to you. People are being kind to you. If anything, you are also being very kind to yourself, right? You are being kind to yourself. But the thing is like, it's still not enough. You are, again, disconnected. You want, if this is a water sign, okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who is in your heart space, this is what's in your heart space. This is somebody who you know in your heart of hearts you've gotten to a better place with, but it's still not where you want to be. You want them to be the Queen of Cups, which is the overarching energy, okay? So this might be you, again, this could be you kind of not feeling like you are where you need to be, per se, yet. But you're getting there, okay? You're getting there. It's a transition. Recent past, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. It's like you told yourself it was a lie. You lied to yourself, right? It was almost that feeling of, what's the point of making this happen? What's the point of making this happen if things are just going to stay this way? You never stopped working, Libra. It's not that you ever stopped working, whether it's a relationship or school or work or a career or money. You know, it was never about you stopping work, but it was like the progress was happening so slowly that you were feeling really defeated. You were like, all this work that I've invested up to this point, or all of this that we've done together as partners, like what has this brought us, you know? And now, right, things sped up, things have progressed, things are so much better in whatever way better means for you. You guys are closer, more intimate, you guys are exclusive, right? You guys are exclusively dating. You guys recently moved in together. You guys opened up a new practice or a new office together. You know what I'm saying? Or you as the individual, you've achieved a new milestone in your career or in money, or creatively speaking, a new idea has popped into your brain. It's ignited something within you that really feels in alignment with what you've always been called to do. But it's like you know what I'm saying? It's like you've made huge progress, and who you are now, it does not resemble who you've been in the past, but you are still kind of, you know, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to enjoy. You're still thinking, okay, well, to avoid this repeat of the past where things kind of stagnated and I felt like a failure, let me make sure that I am proactive now while things are feeling good, and I get a head start and just work myself to death using this good energy, and that way in the future I won't repeat this. But it's like, no, take this time to recharge. That's how you're going to be proactive, Libra. You're going to feel most proactive when you give yourself the opportunity to recharge. Coming in, we've got the Queen of Wands. So this could be you, King of Pentacles, with the universe, the Knight of Pentacles. The universe here is the World card. Okay, so Queen of Wands. Now, this is what's coming in. For those of you, this could be a Leo, Aries, Sag that you're connecting with. This person could also have, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart as well, Earth. But this could be the same person. This could be someone who you work with. This could be somebody who you might be married to, someone who you have a partnership with. But again, this could absolutely be you, Libra. This could be an energy that you are going to be feeling, one that you might feel already. This need to create. Okay, the Wands is creation. It's creation energy. It's not imagination. That's water. Water is imagination and creativity, but it's kept up here. Swords is intellectual. It's studying. It's communication. Wands is closing the distance between imagination and what can be. Okay. Pentacles is the finished product. It's the seeds you plant. It's the materials. It's the resources. But none of those resources can be brought into creation, into an actual structure or into an actual product without some stick-to-itiveness, without the energy, without the force put behind it, without the hands on top of the bricks, right? Without someone behind it instigating the change. This is who the Queen of Wands is. This is the person that's getting in there and making it happen. Okay, she gets the pentacles and she uses what she's learned and what she feels, and she makes it, she turns it into a reality. Okay, this is the energy that you're bringing in, as well as the King of Pentacles, which we've got over here. Remember, the woman holding a coin, which is very much Queen of Pentacles type energy. So we've got either somebody that you're connecting with and you are their counterpart, okay? And the closure here is some type of chapter that maybe felt dissatisfying. You guys are moving into a new level of commitment, and the progress is still slow. The progress is still slow, but you guys are entering into a chapter now where you're going to feel more stable with this person. Things are becoming much more fulfilling, and it's the kind of satisfaction that is, you guys are still maintaining individuality within the partnership, and that's healthy and that's good. You're able to enjoy what you've created without losing yourselves to the process, which means resentment will be avoided, okay? No one will become codependent. This is actually a very healthy relationship. Okay, so if you're feeling kind of distant from the person that you've been working on this connection or this partnership with, but you see that nothing is actually wrong, it's just maybe sometimes you get that little obsessive feeling like you want to be with them, but you can't because you guys are kind of tending to your own individual business, that's good. That's healthy. Maintain that. Okay? You guys will have time to do your little stuff. But it's fine. Do it the way you've been doing it. This is what's building stability. You guys can have fun later. Okay? And you guys probably still do. You know, balance is key. But what you've been doing up till now hasn't been in excess. It's been balanced. This could be the source of your anxiety because you guys are in the building process. And building sometimes takes a lot more energy out of your desires to do other things and enjoy, right? But if this is a relationship you've been building, or if this is a business that you've been building, you know, take the time to do that. Take a breather when you need to. The fact that you're moving so slowly is good. Do not focus so much that you burn yourself out. Again, this is to avoid burnout. Okay? You guys are going slow and steady. That's good. Okay? Now, if this is not somebody that you are connecting with, this is you, again, stepping into your power and entering into essentially a brand new chapter in your life. This new chapter is going to be another aspect of a very slow-moving chapter. Okay? This feels like school. This feels like career. This feels like something that while you're putting your time and energy into this, you'll be able to balance other aspects of your life into it. Okay, this isn't something that you just kind of binge work and then, you know, like you write the essay the night before it's due. No, this is like you've got a thesis to write, and so every day for a couple hours you're kind of putting into it. You get what I'm saying? It's a process where every day you're putting a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. But while you're doing that, your life is not consumed by this new business or by this new schooling path or by this new career path or by this new relationship. Your life is not defined by this, but it's setting its roots, okay? It's setting its roots. So while you're doing this, make sure that you are enjoying the downtime, okay? The breaks that you do get, make sure that you are enjoying this. And what's coming in for you is the beginning of the next stage. So take the time right now. Take the time right now, Libra, to enjoy where you've gotten, what you've achieved, whether it's by yourself or with this person. Because what's coming in is a next level to stability that if you're not rested and rejuvenated now, you're going to enter into this next phase feeling exhausted, and it's not going to be good for you. You may not achieve your potential the way you thought you would. You see yourself as the Seven of Cups with the Tower. So you know, right? Confusion has been completely tossed to the wayside. You know what you want. There's no confusion here at all. Something's happened in your life recently, some major upheaval, some major shakeup, a conversation with somebody that you care about. Even if it's just like a realization, it could have been the demolishing of some type of preconceived notion or a way of being that you're like, I know what I need to do. Any type of confusion or crossroads you were ever at, like that's completely gone, and now it's just a matter of taking initiative and moving forward. Okay, seeing yourself as the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Okay, you see yourself as having everything and still feeling helpless. Okay, the Seven of Swords in this energy is futility. Okay, this isn't the person who's being deceptive or cutting corners. This is the person who is feeling cheated. Okay, So this is what's in the environment, okay? What's in the environment is this desire to feel independent, feel self-sufficient, but in light of that self-sufficiency, you're still feeling like you haven't done enough, right? Like you haven't done enough. This could be the person that you're connecting with as well. Okay, Libra, this could be the person that you're connecting with as well, because we do have a pair here with the woman holding a coin, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles with a current Four of Wands and 10 of Cups. Okay, this is, you know, there's a desire here to be recognized, but at the same time, you become hyper aware, Libra, that if you give more than you can reasonably give to this situation or this event or this challenge, you're really going to burn yourself. Like, you know this. You know that you'll burn yourself out. You might even be feeling it now. Like, you feel happy and contented with what you've reached. But again, the overarching energy here is the 10 of Wands. Okay, yeah, with the 10 of Cups, right? But there's no doubt that in trying to keep the 10 of Cups in your vision, you are overworking yourself. Okay, so be very careful, Libra. You or the person that you're connecting with is feeling like you haven't done enough, and if you burn yourself out, you will not be ready for this next stage. There's a lot of potential coming in for you in who you're going to be and what is coming to you in your life, but you have to be open and prepared to receive it. If you are burned out and you are tending to your wounds, which are self-inflicted, okay, you could essentially be sabotaging yourself. Now is the time to rest, okay, and now is the time to drink some water, stretch, take a nap, okay? Because when it's go time, and you need to be ready, okay? Your fear with the 8 of Wands and the Star is that you're being deterred off of your path. Your fear here is that you're going to be missing some type of divine chance or some type of fated opportunity, an opportunity to travel, an opportunity to have communication, any type of blessing that's entering your life. You're afraid you're going to miss it, but you're not. What's for you is for you, and it's actually not here yet. It's not here yet, okay? Take a minute. Things feel sweet right now because you're supposed to enjoy them. Okay, I feel like you can feel it tangibly. That's why for those of you that do have Scorpio in your chart, even Aquarius here, but Scorpio very strongly with the Tower as well. For those of you that have Scorpio in your chart or Aquarius, I have to say that the Scorpio full moon probably kind of played a doozy on you. Okay, I would highly recommend you go take a look at your reading, because this is very heavily tied to life purpose. This is heavily tied to life purpose. Okay, and you have not yet missed the boat, but if you're not well rested by the time this next step arrives, you will be sabotaging yourself in the way that you are afraid you would. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Take a minute to really reflect, okay? Now, over your potential outcome with the Moon, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the Devil. So potential outcome. Now, if this is romance for you, this could be you connecting with a Cancer or a Pisces. Okay, you could be connected with a Cancer or a Pisces, someone with whom you work, someone who you may not have a very good relationship with. This person could be your boss. This boss may be kind of confused about what their role is. You know, they may be new to their position, and how they've been treating you has been pretty unfair. You've been applying yourself pretty heavily, and they haven't recognized you for the work you've done. Okay? Yeah. Communication will come, but it might be a little bit harsh. Okay? If this is someone you've been waiting for communication from, it will happen, but it might be a little bit of a shakeup. Okay, it might be a little bit of a shakeup. It may, you know, with the Page of Swords, this is somebody that does their research, but it's someone who is also a pretty crappy communicator. They're not too honest. Sometimes they're even misinformed. This could be the gossiper of the tarot. Okay, this person doesn't always have the right information, or they might have the right information, but they might not be very good at interpreting it. You know, so if this is someone that you work with, this is somebody who they have a lot to learn about teamwork. They have a lot to learn about what their role is in this partnership. For those of you where this is love, okay, again, this is anxiety. This is depression. This is, you know, you're putting so much work into the connection that you're not enjoying. Like, if you always treat your relationship like it's not good enough, then even when it is good enough, the person you're connecting with will always feel like they're not good enough. Does that make sense? Like, if you never sit down and enjoy what your relationship has become, the person you're connected with is going to be like, okay, well, if it's never good enough, then what's the point of enjoying all that we've worked for? We just moved in together. Let's sit down and watch a movie. Oh, no, but we should go out on a date and we should go spend all this money because we should be living, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. And it's like, but we're just us. Take a seat. Let's make some popcorn, right? We're just us. Let's just enjoy. You know, no, but we've got this new apartment. We should have a welcoming party and we should do this. It's like, relax. Sit down with me. Let's go to the bedroom. Let's, you know, let's relax. Let's order pizza. Like, it's one of those where it's like, even when things are good, you make it, or the person you're connecting with makes it feel like it's not good enough. So what's the point, right? If you're not careful, Libra, you will sabotage. You will sabotage everything you've worked for. Okay? You will sabotage what you've worked for. This is a source of anxiety. You're tied to your ego. You're tied to this feeling of things not ever being good enough. This feeling of, you know, overdoing it. This is you working too much to make the relationship work. This is you working too much to make the relationship even better. This is, you know, your current position with the Ten of Cups, which is here twice, okay? With the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, this is, you know, you being in a perfectly happy place, but overlooking it. You're overlooking it. You are spending so much more time trying to make it even better that you're not enjoying the fruits now. If this is you, an individual, then this isn't, you know, this is about you. Your fogginess, okay, your confusion, your depression is not, you're looking at it backwards, Libra. You're thinking that you need to work harder to get rid of this depression. You might be confused. You might be feeling like you're in a dark place. And you're thinking, well, what if I work harder, then I will see myself through to the other side. No. Where you are is perfectly fine. You are working yourself into this depression. You have allowed your ego to convince you that what you've done is not enough. When not only is it enough, it's been more than enough. And you've got even more blessings coming towards you, but you may not be in the right spirits to receive them. Because you're going to be so wrapped up in this energy, like, I need to do more. I need to think about my money. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's like, relax. There's more to life than whatever this is that you're focusing on. And if you don't focus on those other aspects of life, you don't stop to smell the roses, if you don't stop to smell the coffee, okay? If you don't take a second to give yourself the recognition you deserve for working so hard up to this point, you will burn yourself out completely. You'll burn yourself out and you won't feel the way you deserve to feel about a job well done. You'll do it to yourself, okay? You'll do it to yourself. Under the King of Cups is the Nine of Cups. I'm so done. Okay, guidance. Guidance, please, for Libra. Guidance, please, for Libra. Your fear is that you're not going to be in the right position to block your own blessings, but ironically enough, Libra, if you're not careful, if you don't give yourself the time to rest and give yourself the accolades for doing everything, for working so hard and applying yourself the way you have up to this point, if you don't do that for yourself, you are actually going to put yourself in a position to miss your own blessings, because you're not here yet. Now is the time to enjoy what you've earned. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy, Libra. If you don't give yourself the downtime, you're not going to have it later, and you're going to have all these blessings coming towards you, but your hands are going to be tied. Literally, that's the imagery I'm getting. Imagine your hands being tied behind your back and having, like, literally just treasures falling out the sky, and you're going to be trying to get them, but your hands are going to be wrapped behind your back. You're going to be like watching all these blessings shower over you, and you can't catch not one. Not one. That's what it's going to feel like. You will have tied yourself up. You will have tied yourself up, or you're going to be so tired that all these blessings are going to come through and you're going to say, you know what, I can't take this opportunity. I can't go meet that client. I can't go and fill out these applications. I can't sit for that exam. I can't talk to that person. I can't get in my car and go to this appointment. Like, I just can't because I'm so tired. But that is actually where your life could have changed. That's where your life could have changed. And you won't be ready for it because you've worked yourself into the ground instead of taking this moment to enjoy what you've achieved. Yeah. Yeah. Take a second. Now's the time to get back in touch with your inner child, okay? Remember why you're doing this. Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords, okay? Now is the time to get back. It's time to get back inside yourself. Take a second, okay? Take a second. Don't make any moves. Don't make any moves. You've got a long list of things to do, Libra. I can already see it. You've got a scroll of things that you have to do. Take a second. That list is not going anywhere. You and I both know it. That list is not going anywhere. You've got a shit ton of stuff to do, and that's not going to change ever. It's just the kind of person you are. You always have these goals that you're trying to achieve for yourself, as you should, which is good. But part of that to-do list, number one at the very top, should be take a spa day, journal, read, get in touch with your inner child. Why are you doing this? Before you run yourself into the ground and burn yourself out and be completely incapable of accepting all these blessings that will be coming into you. Why are you doing it? And why does it matter what other people think if they don't understand the way you understand why you're doing this? Now is the time to really pursue with passion those things that you want by first realizing what was it about this journey that got you excited in the first place. Because you're weary. You're tired here. You're tired. If this is a connection with somebody, please return to that playful mindset that you guys had together. Okay? You guys have so much. You guys have so much that you built this relationship off of. And it's like in trying to make it better, you're actually ignoring the parts of it that are calling to you most. If you haven't been giving time to this connection, now might be the time. You might be working too much. Right? You're so worried about building this nest egg, and you're not even realizing that if your spouse or your partner doesn't get to see you enough, they may not want to be with you that far into the future. You're going to have all this money saved up for a family that you're going to have to postpone now. You get what I'm saying? You have to put things in perspective. It's not about the end goal. It's about the process. The end will come. Sometimes sooner than you planned. Things don't always go to plan, Libra. I'm sorry to tell you. They just don't. They just don't. Right? Get with your friends. Spend time with your friends. Spend time with your own inner child. Spend time with your partner where you know, in a way that's playful, in a way that's sexy, in a way that sets you both loose again. You know, get back in touch with what you are about to lose. Because if you do not attend to this burnout, there's a whole shower of gifts that are coming in that you will not be able to interact with. You'll be so tired. Or you might just go out of your way to miss them because you're going to feel like you're not even worthy. So you're going to ignore blessings. You're going to ignore blessings. Okay? Underneath that is the Five of Wands. Strife. Underneath that is Temperance. Time to rebalance. Time to heal. Time to take a second and be patient with where you are and realize that you're not Superwoman. You're not Superman. Enjoy, Libra. Enjoy what you have. With who you've chosen to spend your time with the job that you have worked so hard to attain. Now is the time to sit back and say, you know what, I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with this. All right? Okay. Guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. We are going to hop over to the other side to do an extended read. For those of you that are in this relationship, we're going to take a look behind the veil to see how this person is perceiving you, is perceiving the situation at hand, what they think about all of this work and about, you know, kind of the direction things are going into. And then we'll see what your best approach should be in order to stay in alignment with what it is you really want, which is to, you know, be accepting of these blessings, to make things even better than you could have ever imagined. We'll see what your best approach should be in that sense. Okay, Libra? So my love, I am so happy that you have joined me here. I am so happy to have spent this time with you. Thank you for letting me be here with you. And if I don't get to see you on the other side, I will see you next time. And just know that I love you to the moon and back. And if you are going to hop over to the extended, I will see you shortly. Okay? I love you so much. Bye, Libra.